cracking.
So thank you guys for joining in and tuning in to my podcast, Confessions of a Prison Wife. Today we're interviewing my cousin Jermaine Gordon, who is going to tell his story about being incarcerated and how he overcame the trials and tribulations. So cousin, introduce yourself and tell us how long you was incarcerated.
You already know who I am. I don't really need no introduction, but I still do it anyway. We go viral. My name's Jermaine Gordon from Los Angeles, born and raised. Been out here all my life, and just been, taking it one day at a time, soldiering it up. You feel me?
How long was you incarcerated and what was your crime?
I was incarcerated for 17 years. I went to prison up in 2000 for armed robbery.
Okay. And do you mind telling us are you a gang member? Are you affiliated with any gangs?
Yeah, I'm a gang member. I grew up in the 60s, you know what I'm saying, all my life, and that's what it is. And, it is what it is. We're a product of our environment. But as I always tell people, that ain't never no excuse. We all got a past, come from somewhere. So it just depends on, if you're going to use that as an excuse or, you're going to use it to propel you to where you need to go.
Right. And tell us a little bit about your experience while being incarcerated.
Being incarcerated, man, it's a different world. It's a world that I don't want to experience no more. You know what I'm saying? Right. I couldn't believe it, when I paroled or whatever, you know what I'm saying? But being up in prison, it's a place that it forces you to grow up. It made me, learn about a lot of other things that I didn't know about prior to going to prison. So it was a positive impact on my life. You know what I'm saying? So, I really don't have nothing really bad to say about prison. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, I equate it to, a lot of the stories in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes God put us up in situations to get us to see more clearly. And I felt that, with me going to prison, I went through the whole process, getting into riots, you know what I'm saying? I had to stab niggas and all that kind of shit. You feel me? But in that whole process, God had his plan for me. And, his plan worked out. You know what I'm saying? Right. A lot of the things I've been through, I see, what the process was all about.
And during your whole 17 years, what kind of support, if you had any at all, tell us about the support and how big it is to have support while you locked down.
Hey, to keep it 100, the support is it's like a lifeline. You know what I'm saying? It's like an IV up in your arm. You feel me? You don't have the support, on the outside of the streets. I done seen a lot of individuals that didn't have the support. I had about 5 people, support me, which was my auntie, one of my friends, her mother, her, and one of my friends that I grew up with, Monique. She was a big inspiration to keep me going. You know what I'm saying? You need the support in prison to keep you going because around you is nothing but negativity. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You gotta basically, fight to live up in there. So you need that support. And, I encourage the people that do have people in prison, you know what I'm saying? Just send them a letter because, my friend mom, one thing that I really loved about her is she used to always send me a card, you know what I'm saying? And every time I get that card, it'd be times where I'd be feeling like, damn, man, nigga down. You feel me? Right. Emotionally, I'm down. But when that card, come up in the mail and that CO come to the door, just giving you that card, it's like a bright light that been turned on, and it just invigorates your spirit. Like, okay, right. I got somebody out there that love me, and I got to keep pushing through this shit because I got to make it back to them. You feel me?
Right. Now, I know, jail, I know with my husband, he's jail kind of saved his life. You know what I'm saying? He had to become a man when he was in jail. Same thing with you. You was young when you went to jail. So it's kind of like a blessing and a curse. Speak on that a little bit.
Well, like I said, a blessing, you know what I'm saying, is usually that, you know, we get to learn some things that we wasn't exposed to. Like me, one of the things that, you know, I didn't really like school. You know what I'm saying? Like I hated school and I dropped out of school at the 11th grade. You know what I'm saying? So when you're in prison, you know, it just depends on what kind of individual you are. Like it's for me, you know, I like, you know, I stayed in the shoe for like at least like 6 years. So it forced me to start reading. So when I started reading, it just started giving me that more clarity, you know what I'm saying, on my thought process. You know what I'm saying? As far as the curse, I don't really know about what the curse is, with the exception of an individual can use prison as an excuse once he come back home.
Yes.
And I see a lot of individuals do that. They can use it. Well, I've been gone for such and such, and the white man don't want me to have jobs. And, you know, like one of my things for me was when I came home, I'm the type of dude that all I need is just to be free. You know what I'm saying? Once I'm free, I'm gonna make something happen. You know, being in prison, you can't make nothing happen because you're
Right.
not doing it for yourself. So, you know, that's basically what I gotta say on that right there.
So I wanted this to like be an informational video as well, because like I applaud you. Like you've been gone 17 years and you're out here doing big things. Like I don't know I don't know a lot of people that's even accomplished what you accomplished since you've been out. How long have you been out of jail?
Now I'm going on this August to be going on 4 years. You
Okay.
know what I'm
And have you
saying?
got any trouble, anything? You off of parole and all that, right?
Yeah, I'm off of parole. I got off of parole within 2 years. You know what I'm saying? You know, I was anticipating to get off in a year. However, I was on high control parole, and you know, I had I had certain circumstances, which was my parole conditions of, you know, being a gang member, as we talked about. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? So that put me back another year. So I was on parole for 2 years. But, you know, coming home, I just used all of the resources that they have out here in society. They got so many different programs. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like one program that really propelled me up in my career that I'm doing now, which is safety up in the refinery, is I use a Department of Rehabilitation. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? The Department of Rehabilitation, they pay for all of my safety classes at Cal State Dominguez, which you know, that's a university. So I use that resource. In addition to that, when I first came out, I went to Health Right 360. So they had put me up for like a year, you know, so my housing and all that type of stuff was straight, you know, right out the gate of me paroling. So I didn't really have to worry about where I was gonna sleep at or how I
Right.
was gonna eat or how I was gonna fend for myself. Basically, the only thing once I got into the program, you know, I just had to go with the program and go with the process and work it out and stick to the script. You feel me? And basically, when I done all of that, I started seeing a lot of doors open for me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I want to touch back and to let the viewers know that he does work at the oil refinery. How many certs do you have in counting right now? How many certifications have the rehabilitation help pay for? And like, tell them your accolades and what you've accomplished since you've been out.
Okay, the certifications that I have now, I hold, as of right now, as we speak, I hold 40 certifications, and all of them are dealing with occupational safety and health, you know, which is my career that I'm into. I'm also into the labor union. So you know, I can't get paid under $35 no matter what job I'm on. You know what I'm saying? And that's the beauty of being up into a union. So, you know, we also have a program called Second Call, you know what I'm saying, where we have homies, you know, that have been in prison, got out of prison, and, you know, a lot of them is out here on these big projects up in Los Angeles. As
Right.
you may or may not know, we have a lot of big projects going on under construction in Los Angeles. And most of us, we out here, you know, getting this money and you know, we got a career. You know, up in Second Call, we don't like to say we got a job because, you know, a job, the acronym for that is the journey of the broke. You know what I'm saying? So everything, you know,
Wow.
that comes with the union, I have a pension, I have a dental, I have vision. So I don't have to pay for none of that stuff because you know, I'm a part of the union. You know what I'm saying? So that's the importance to, you know, once you come home, not to you know, I tell people it's their personal decision, but if you're trying to be about something, you can't smoke weed or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the case may be, because that's going to automatically put you on the sideline as far as getting into any union out here. So I don't smoke weed or I don't drink, but, you know, that's a personal decision for me. But like I always tell individuals, you know what I'm saying, that is coming home, don't try to come home and just throw you a big, you know, weed party or whatever, because you
Right.
might have an opportunity to get into the union, and that's going to take your life in a whole different direction. You feel me?
Yes. Now I know, like, I applaud you because you came, like, you touched down and you started running. You didn't walk. You know what I'm saying? You were motivated. You wanted it. You were hungry. I know a lot of individuals that haven't been incarcerated and still don't have a job. Like, what would you tell a newly paroled individual coming out of prison? Like, what advice would you give them?
Well, you know, I know this for sure because, you know, it was offered to me. Usually, you know, cats who, it depends on the situation, but I know that they doing it now. They usually offer you a program. I think it's the excuse me, the MCRP program, where they'll let you come home like a year early if you go into a transitional housing. Like, if you're an individual that don't have nowhere to live, why would you not go into that program?
Right.
Once you get into that program, they're gonna help you get, you know, basically your ID, your social security. You know what I'm saying? They set you up for job training. It just takes away a lot of the stress compared to if you just doing it on your own. You know what I'm saying? So that's where a lot of my successes came from. You know, like I said, when I was in Health Right 360, they helped me to get my, you know, my first 2 safety certs. And from that point on, I seen what it was about. And then it just took me in a whole different direction that, you know, that I ever knew, and, you know what I'm saying, do. However, I always dreamed about it, you know what I'm saying, sitting on the bunk, you know what I'm saying, them lonely nights when I was, you know, single cell by myself or whatever. I always knew that I was going to do it, but, you know, just getting back out to society and actually being able to do it and facilitate it and being a free man, man, it's crazy. It's like, you know what I'm saying, you know that your dreams just came true. So that's what I would tell an individual coming home. You know, if they offer you that program, take that program, bro. Me
Right.
personally, I mean, I guarantee you, if they was offering the MCRP program right now with the coronavirus stuff that's going on, everybody in prison to take it. So that's kind of the same mentality that you still got to have. You know what I'm saying? To take that program and just know that, you know, you're gonna have an opportunity, man, and you're gonna, and then out of that, you're gonna be a free man. So freedom, one thing about freedom, you can never ever buy that, man, and it's crazy, man. It's crazy when you come to freedom. Like this morning, you know, I brought some of my boys over this morning just to have some, you know, breakfast with me, but it wasn't a normal breakfast. It was, you know, some fish, some shrimp, some broccoli. You feel me?
You feel
And
me?
you know, it's just you had that, you know, you had that freedom to do
Right.
what you want to do when you want to do it. So that's the importance of, you know, taking in programs when CDC offer them to you, because I know they do offer them to a lot of guys who might not even be nonviolent, and I'm for sure they offer them to people that have violent crimes too, because I had a violent crime and I got offered it. I just didn't take it. I just paroled on my parole date, and just wanted to, you know, Health Right 360. But man, it took me in a whole different direction and it changed my life for real, Cuddy. You already know that.
No. But cousin, I wanted to, like, just bring you on here, you know what I'm saying, and show people, like, it's life after prison. A lot of people don't understand. You can get out here and grind and get your hustle on, but you gotta want it. A lot of people, like you said, make the excuse, oh, the white man don't want that. No, it's what you want and how you get in these streets and grind. Ever since you've been out, you've been grinding. So I just wanted to shed light, you know what I'm saying, and let people know it is life after prison. Like, you can come out here and shine and grow and make something of yourself. These people done took half of your life. Like, you still got another half to go that you can live, and
Right.
you can live good.
I like, you know what I'm saying, the homie neighborhood Nip say we in a marathon, right? So
Right.
in a marathon, you just gotta, like how you said, this is how I motivate myself. You gotta find some things to motivate yourself. I motivate myself by saying that I want to make my mom proud first and foremost. She's not here with me.
Mhm.
However, you know what I'm saying? And then not only that, when I was in the game, I still had that same passion. You know what I'm saying? When I was pushing all that work and carrying guns and doing my thing, right, I still had that same passion. So that's what you got to bring to the table. You got to bring that same passion that you had about the streets into, you know what I'm saying, establishing your freedom. So that's, you know, that's been my motivation right there. And, you know, like you said, man, it's just so much opportunity out here. It's crazy, man. Hey, we in coronavirus series. We in the coronavirus situation, but it seemed like I'm still making more money and I ain't even working right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm
See?
still on the grind getting paper, but it's like I had that opportunity because I'm free. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And like you said, Cuzzo, it's very important for individuals to understand, man, after prison, that's when life really starts. You know what I'm
Amen.
saying? It's gonna
Amen.
really tell, it's
Yeah.
gonna really tell about what kind of person you is, you feel me?
Right. I just wanted to get you on here, because I know your story is one of a kind and one of many. You know, a lot of men out here, you know, they come out to a different world after gone 15, 20 years, and they don't know how to adapt to the new world. So look, they right back in prison. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to
Right.
come on here and let them know you a success story. Like, you ain't been out for 4 years. You making probably over 40. Some jobs you making 50 an hour. You know what I'm saying? So
For
it's
real. You
life.
already know.
You know what I'm saying? It's life
Right.
after prison. Like, what is your goals for the future? Like, why are you grinding so hard? Like, what do you want to do, like, with the
My
future?
goals right now is I'm looking to buy me a fourplex, you know what I'm saying, an apartment building.
Mm.
So, you know, I'm working on that. In addition to that, you know what I'm saying, here in a couple of hours, I'm about to go sit down with the homies. They got a deal with Rock Nation. You feel me? So I'm gonna be up in there with the big boys, just listening, sitting on the sideline, you know,
Right.
picking up all the games that I can pick up. But everything that I'm doing now in the future is, you know, I know cats be like, well, why you keep referencing Nipsey? Because one thing about Nipsey is he teaching us about ownership. It was no other, you know what I'm saying, cat
Yep.
aside from P. Diddy, you know what I'm saying, that talk about ownership. So ownership is very important because when you have ownership, I automatically get to say yes or no to what's going on around me compared
Yep.
to if I don't own nothing, I'm just a bystander. So that's important to become an owner up in whatever it is that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna make sure that I position myself to become an owner, and you know, all of that comes with financial discipline, saving my money, not just the money that I am making, just blowing it off because I'm making good money. So you know, I'm just having a lot of discipline to set myself up to buy that fourplex. And you know, once I buy that fourplex, I plan on buying another one and another one and another one
Man,
until I get my piece. You feel me?
ain't nothing. The sky is the limit. You know what I'm saying?
All right, no.
So I just want to thank you so much for embracing us with your presence and your story. I know a lot of people, you know, may look upon men in prison, but it's not all bad men in prison. So this was my journey to just like bring this awareness to people. You know what I'm saying? Be the voice for my husband and for other men that's locked up. You know what I'm saying? Because it is life after prison and everything's
Right.
bad. And you a prime example. You come out and do what you're supposed to do, you gonna have a good life. So, cuz I'm good looking out. I wish you nothing but the best. In a
Oh
couple of
yeah.
months, go
Before
ahead.
you go, just to take it on that note, you know what I'm saying, for any homies or anybody family that may see this, you know what I'm saying, you can get in my cousin Taisha and let her know to contact me. We do have a program called, it's not a program, but it's a way of life that we call Second Call for individuals that want to get
So
into
I'm
the
gonna
union.
get that information and put it on this podcast that we're doing, so they can actually contact me, and then I can get at you and hook them up. People that's fresh out of jail don't know what
Right.
direction to go, so like you can kind of like be the mentor. I don't know if you up to that, but you know what
Oh
I'm
yeah,
saying?
for sure. I'm always a mentor because I can't do what I do by not giving back. You know what I'm saying? That's one of our policies, to give back to people, you know, because there's a lot of people that invested in me. It's a lot of people that gave me information that I didn't know about because I'm a street cat, right?
Right.
So I got to give it back to the individuals that, you know, may not know the information and guide them in the right direction to get the same thing that I have. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So we go get that information going. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm good looking out. I appreciate you. Maybe 6 months to a year when we on Rock Nation or something, the podcast,
You
all up.
already
You
know.
know what I'm saying? All up
Hey,
real high.
you
I want you to come back and share your success story when you buy these units. You feel me? Because I know
already
you're
know.
gonna do it. You know what I'm
You
saying?
already know what it
Ownership.
is, family, for sure.
You
You know what I'm
know,
saying? I
like Nip
appreciate it
said, it's a
too.
it's a marathon, and guess what? The best owner.
TMC, man. The marathon continues. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cuzzo. Good
I
looking
love
out
you.
for
Thank
joining
you. I
the
appreciate it.
podcast. You
Everybody
too.
stay strong and safe out there. You know what I'm saying?
All right, cuzzo. Keep your head up.
All right. Thank you.
All right.